Marsha Horne, the Executive Etiquette Coach for the Gift and Home channel. We're going to be looking at some retail etiquette tips, and let's discuss a bit. One of the most popular topics for businesses is always how to find more customers and then keep those customers that we find. Especially now, our economy has been a little sketchy, and it seems that people are always going to search out the lowest price, and they've really become sort of price shoppers. And so we want to keep them in our small businesses where we might not necessarily be price competitors. We want to keep them out of the big, the really big mega stores, and we want to keep them back with the private retailers. So let's look at some ways that we can do this. First of all, we're always looking for more customers, aren't we? So there are a few tips that professional marketers have taught us. And one is the most important part about our ad, if you are advertising, they found is your message. That's the most important part. It's not going to be the picture that you put there. It's not going to be if it's on glossy paper. It's not going to be the color of the ad. It's not going to be where the ad is. Your message is your most important piece. So find a great message, keep that message, don't continue to change it, and then repeat that message. That's the most important key. Have a great message and then repeat it. Much more important than any other kind of marketing that you can do. All right? Now, the next important question that I often get asked is, okay, I have a great message and I'm repeating that message, but where do I repeat it? What is the most effective form of media? This is an interesting question, and people have tried to answer it for forever. Many big retailers went in together and they did a private study. They spent millions of dollars on this study, and this is what they found. They found, after all of this money had been spent, they tracked small businesses over an 8-year period, and the results were inconclusive. They couldn't find that television was more effective than print, was more effective than a billboard, etc. I could go on, was more effective than direct marketing. You get my drift. The most important thing that they found was the message, and that the message had to be repeated. So find a great message, repeat that message. Don't be as concerned about the way that you're delivering your message. Be concerned about delivering that message to your target market. It's very important to find your target market. So ask yourself these questions. Who's my customer? What age is my customer? Where does my customer live? Who are my customers' friends? What is my customer's income? Okay, what is my customer's gender? Really get to know your customer. Focus on those things so that you'll know where to deliver your message. Those are really important pieces. Now, we know who our customer is. We've made a great message. We're catering to them and we're delivering that message. They're coming in our store. How do we keep them? That is so key. Many great salespeople will tell you, I would rather have 100 existing customers that are good than have 100,000 potential customers that I have to get to come into my store. So let's focus on keeping those 100 great customers. We have to kill them with exceptional service. That is the reason that people do business with small retailers. They want to see the owner. If you're the owner and you only show up for work once a month and you really leave it to your staff to do the gist of the business, in today's economy, if you find that your business is suffering, show up more. Be a presence in your store. People love doing business with the owner. That's one of the reasons that they still target smaller businesses. They still want to do business in these smaller retail environments. The next one is try old-fashioned wining and dining of your clients. Hold these sort of private events, these private in-store events. It could be something like a wine tasting. It could be something like 20% off little party that you give to your select customers that are on your mailing list after hours, and you can have hors d'oeuvres and cocktails for them. So these private events that are exclusive create interest, they create excitement around your business, and people are going to want to come there, and they're going to feel special. They feel special in small places. They don't feel special at the mega stores. They feel like a number. No one knows their name, okay? Also, there's nothing wrong with once a week calling calling up some of your best customers and saying, hey, let's get together and have coffee just to chat. And this is how you network. Find out who their friends are, and then send little cards to them to your private events, okay? Find out who your target customers are, and then their friends are probably also going to be your target customers. More than likely, they're going to have the same interests and the same tastes. Some other little easy things that you can do: hold an event in your home. People feel very exclusive and very special if you will invite them to a private dinner in your home. Another great thing to do. One of the simplest things that people commonly overlook is that thank you card. I say it over and over and over, and I feel like I can't say it enough, but sending that thank you card is such a special thing to do. There is a key to sending an effective thank you card versus just a, hey, thanks for doing business with us, and popping it in the mail. And that's when you tie into a customer's dominant buying motive, okay? A dominant buying motive is going to be one of 5 things. Every sale that's ever been made can be traced back to one of these. It's going to be because of fear, love, need, want, or pride. Now, most people shopping in a retail store might be buying simply because of want. They want an item. Or perhaps they're buying a gift for someone because they love them. It's a prestigious item, so they're buying because of pride. Do you see where I'm going with this? So mention that in the thank you card. Say something like, oh, we're so glad that you purchased the beautiful baptism cross for little Billy, okay? Tie back into that dominant buying motive of love and send that to him. People buy out of emotion. People always make buying decisions out of emotion. So you want to tie into one of those 5 dominant buying motives when you send that thank you card, and you make it more powerful, and that keeps them coming back. So let's remember that. These are great tips to remember to keep your customers coming back to your store, keep them doing business with you in a sketchy economy when they have other places that they can go. You don't want them to be a price shopper. You want them to be a service shopper, so make sure you're offering great service. Stay tuned for more tips on retail etiquette with the executive etiquette coach, Marsha Horne, for the Gift and Home channel.